I don't know if this has begun. How to draw by me. Let me see. Is this working? Oh. Oh no, that's an old video. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see. Make another YouTube. I'm gonna pop this back on just so I can keep up with anybody who might want to chat. Top chat. So that's just a big gray screen. That's not right. All right, stop sharing. Screen share. Let's just do my entire screen and share. I have, I just listened to the last video and I think the sound was not great. So I went ahead and got my Turtle Beaches on so that my microphone's right in my mouth. Hopefully you can hear me. Actually, maybe I should test that too. I don't want it to just be no sound. My Turtle Beaches. Whoa, yeah, that's loud. Okay. All right. 3 people watching. Anybody want to say hi, ask any questions? If not, I'm going. All right. Photoshop, how to draw by me. And we are doing blocking. So last time around, which for me was like a half an hour ago, I was showing you guys how to do stick figures. So I was saying, you know, you do your gesture, you drop in your lines, you drop in your perpendiculars for shoulders, hips, you know, and then just, actually that's a terrible gesture drawing. What am I doing? I'm just going to delete that. All right, so gesture, let's try to follow through with what I was teaching you before. Right. Okay, so what I want to teach you now is called blocking, I think. I'm going to call it blocking, just for the sake of, so here we go, stick figures. So it just makes sense to me. So you've got your hips, you've got your legs. So we're going back, doing the stick figure, right? Stick figure, stick figure, stick figure. Now blocking, I want to give form to, you know, mass to all of these shapes here. So what I want to do, okay, one way to do this is you take the outer edge of this hip and then this shoulder and you just kind of X them this way. I mean, that's obviously that's not that's not your finished product, but it's a good place to start. And then you can build in the rib cage, which, you know, you can either do the block form or the circle form. I'm going to do more or less the block form here so that you can see how blocks play against each other. You know, the hip is a block, right? And then the arms are, you've seen this, hard to draw Marvel way or whatever. A lot of guys just do this. You see it when you have those, you know, those little wooden dummies with the little you know, the ball joints and the circular arms and the not circular, but what is the word I'm looking for? Tubes? Cone? No, not cones. But anyways, so you fill in by creating these tubes and these circles, and it gives, and then wedges. Hands are wedges. This is a wedge, right? This is obviously not meant to be realistic. This is supremely simplified anatomy. So, but this is just showing you how you can fill in going from a very, very simple and yet naturally gestured stick figure to a a more three-dimensional realized form. So you build here, and you just think about one of those little wooden things, except for, we have fatty tissue that bends, and those wood things don't bend like naturally because they're made out of wood. Oh, my neck. Okay. Knee. Block, 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 block. Again, feet are also wedges in this. And then here's the soccer ball they're kicking, whatever. Right. So there you see a blocked in stick figure. I guess I should do another one in another position. Let me just zap that one. Let's see. So let's do something a little more relaxed. Sort of a relaxed chill. All right, so we have your stick figure, and then you can do your cross here. Block in your chest cavity. Give your shoulders. Block in your arms. Again, this is curved here, so your hips are going to be also, or your hip block is also going to be tilted out. And then fill in the, gosh, what is the name for this? Cones? No, not cones. It's cylinders. Cylinders. Durr. The things I can't remember when I'm drawing because I'm using my right brain instead of my left brain, right? And then another wedge for the foot. And still a wedge for the foot, like she's just kicking back here. So cone, oh no, cylinder, sphere, cylinder, sphere, cylinder, sphere. Onto the block, chest. And then connect these with, this is all soft tissue down here. Blah, that doesn't actually make any sense. But I'm trying to deal with more the hard, like this is a rib cage, right? So, I mean, granted, a rib cage is this and not this, but we're dealing with basic shapes so that you can, you're gonna have to, you got to walk before you can run, right? You got to crawl before you can walk. So let's not start off by trying to run. Y'all don't know how to do that yet. So there we go. Nice kicking back on the stairs type of pose, waiting for the bus to come by, whatever it is. Whee! All right. Anybody want to do another one? Let's see if anybody's even watching. One person watching. Why do I waste my time? I don't know. It's kind of fun. All right. Let's do something heroic. Let's see. So, all right. I'm hoping that some of you can figure out what this is just from the gesture, right? So, again, block in that rib cage. This arm is going to be going back, so the cylinder is going in a backward shape, right? So like a cylinder going back goes this way. A cylinder, if this cylinder were coming forward from this point here, then the cylinder would be going this way, right? Three-dimensional cylinders. So starts big, tapers smaller. If it's really, really dynamic, then tapers this, to a point this way, or not dynamic, but if it's, I forget what you call it, comes forward is coming forward right into your face. So actually, maybe I could try to do that a little bit more on the other arm here. So again, circle, cylinder forward, circle, cylinder forward, and then the wedge. Or you, if it's a fist, do a block. The block, the wedge. And then you have super fly boy dude. Well, okay, Superman, whatever. And again, back to your hips, going back this way, block, cylinder, forward, knee, cylinder, back, wedge, right? This one is going to be behind everything, but still cylinder back, and then cylinder back, and then wedge. And then you can fill in. I'm not going to fill in with musculature because that's not the lesson. So, yeah, I mean, blocking, it's fairly simple. Let me see if I can just do more of a simplified, just so you get what the shapes are without me trying to be all fancy, right? So you have, okay, so you have block, block, connect. The block here is kind of intermingled with the sphere because you're going to have a hit point. But cylinder to the knee is a circle. Cylinder to the knee. You actually have a circle here as your ankle, which connects to another wedge, right? I mean, if it really helps, go out and buy one of those. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Wooden artist here. So yeah, these things. Now this is your classic one. I didn't mean to yell. Why is this taking so long? I just wanted to see this stinking image. All right, for some reason that's taking me to think. So these are your, why doesn't it let me zoom in on one without, maybe I should use something else. Anyways, if you can see that. This is your, let me zoom in. There you go. So here's your classical one, female, male, right? You see the circles, you see the cylinder, circle, cylinder, wedge. And they're using a little bit more shapely of a block here, and then circle for the pivot of the head. Now this is something that just came out in the past, I don't know, 15 years maybe. But these are way cooler and way more accurate anatomically. But these are cheaper. But these are way cooler. But that's not what I'm learning. And this we're still in walking mode, so or crawling mode. So let's stick to what I'm doing here. But you know, go out, get yourself one if you you want to practice. It is a good practicing tool. It helps you to reference. It helps you to learn. It helps you to learn just these very basic shapes, like I said. So again, cylinder, circle. Oh, let's do a simple wedge this way. So I just do a cylinder for the neck because, you know, I'm not being, I don't need it to be physically real because it's a drawing, not a piece of wood. Cylinder and wedge. What is he looking for with this? And then connect here. Then when you learn this, when you learn to give your characters basic mass, I mean, from here, you can also learn basic shading because what you're doing is you're taking, okay, here's a circle. And we all know basic shading of a circle, right? Kind of like gets darker unless you have a bounce shadow or anything like that. And then like basic shading on a cylinder, it's going to be like shaded on one side as it's going to lighten up as it goes around. And then if the cylinder is next to another mass, the cylinder will cast a harsh shadow here. Actually, maybe you guys don't know this stuff and I need to teach it to you. But let's just say that's another lesson. I don't know, any questions from the Peanut Gallery, who has been up to this point very silent with your one person? Are you even there watching? Oh wait, crap, that's me. Nobody's watching. All right. Anyways, that's the basic blocking and the basic shapes for blocking. Maybe I could show you another way to do this, which is filling in with just circles, right? So you have your stick figure. You have your stick figure. It's doing a brisk walk. Right? La 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 la. It's a girl walking across the thing. So instead, you're doing all circles. So you got a circle for your rib cage. You got a circle for your hips. You got circles for your thighs. Circles for your knees. Right? This is, I mean, it's legitimate. There's no wrong way, I guess you can say. But for me, this isn't how I flow, right? This isn't my milieu, my idiom. It's not how I do it. So because when I see, so I go in to draw something, and I'm like, I just bam, I draw on my ribs, I draw in my um, torso, and I just fill in as I go because I don't know. I've moved past needing to put all of my figures in. Like I can see, I don't even have to know. I can see before I even draw the lines where this is. So I'm just filling in, you know, and sometimes I'll even, gosh, I don't want to get ahead of everything, but I'm just trying to give you different options. Sometime you may get ahead of this or get beyond the necessity of this because it gets so ingrained. It's like when you're writing, you're writing. You're not sitting there thinking, "Oh my gosh, what letter comes after Q in the alphabet?" Right? Because you know all your letters already, and so you're just banging out sentences and paragraphs, and you're not thinking about where to put the proper preposition and which word is the adverb. You're just like it all becomes ingrained, so it doesn't once you've stopped crawling and you've started running, all this stuff just becomes second nature to you. But like I said, you got to learn how to crawl before you can walk. Got to learn how to walk before you can crawl. And then you have happy little um, drawings, I guess. So I don't know what this guy's doing. Jumping, dancing, even claws. Why is everyone Wolverine in my head? I am not going to have a Wolverine in my universe. That is, everybody does their Wolverine, and I'm just kind of over it. Although he was my favorite character growing up, so that's probably why he's always in my head when I'm doing these characters. Yeah, so that I think will do for today. I have some writing to do, and let me pop this back on the screen. How to draw by me. Deselect. Huh? Huh? How's that look? Center that up. Yeah. That's weak sauce. I can just erase this here. All right, I'm wasting time. Thanks everybody for showing up, and stop screen sharing. I appreciate me. Apparently, I was the only one viewing that. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have posted another notice for this video. But if you only caught this one, then yeah, go back and watch the stick figure drawing, and then go back and watch the blacklist announcement drawing too, or not drawing, video. And yeah, thank you again. Love you all. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever the case may be. I will see you in the next video.